Title: The Whispering Shadows. In the small town of Ravenswood, nestled between dense woods and fog-covered hills, there stood an old mansion that locals referred to as the Thornfield Manor. Legend had it that the mansion was cursed, haunted by the spirits of a family that had met a tragic end within its walls. The townspeople spoke in hushed whispers about strange occurrences that took place after sunset, and the bravest among them dared not venture near the imposing structure. One fateful night, a group of friends decided to challenge their fears and spend the night inside Thornfield Manor. Adam, Sarah, Jake, and Emma, armed with flashlights and nervous laughter, crept through the overgrown garden to reach the mansion's grand entrance. The door creaked open with an eerie groan, as if protesting the intrusion of the living into the realm of the dead. As they explored the darkened corridors, shadows seemed to dance in the corners of their vision. Unseen footsteps echoed through the empty halls, and the air became thick with an otherworldly chill. The friends dismissed these sensations as mere products of their imagination, attributing them to the spooky ambience of the abandoned mansion. They reached the grand ballroom, where a faded chandelier hung ominously from the ceiling. In the dim light, the group gathered around a dusty Ouija board they found on a rotting table. Curiosity overcoming their unease, they placed their trembling fingers on the planchette and began to ask questions. "Are there any spirits here?" Sarah asked, her voice barely above a whisper. The planchette twitched and slid towards yes, with an unnatural force, sending shivers down their spines. The atmosphere grew heavy as they continued their inquiries, learning the tragic tale of the family that had once called Thornfield Manor home. Suddenly, the temperature dropped further, and the room plunged into darkness. Frantic whispers filled the air, unintelligible and menacing. Panicking, the group fumbled for their flashlights, revealing ghastly apparitions in tattered Victorian clothing hovering around them. The specters began to speak in unison, their voices a chilling chorus of sorrow and resentment. "Leave this place," they moaned, their hollow eyes fixated on the intruders. "You do not belong here. The shadows claim those who dare disturb our eternal rest." Terrified, the friends stumbled backward, attempting to flee the malevolent spirits. But the mansion seemed to conspire against their escape, the hallways twisting and turning in ways that defied logic. Desperation set in as the whispers grew louder, tormenting them with memories of long-forgotten sins. In the heart of the mansion, they found themselves trapped in a room with no visible exit. The walls closed in, and the shadows enveloped them. As the last flicker of their flashlights died, the haunting whispers reached a deafening crescendo. The next morning, the sun rose on an abandoned Thornfield Manor, its windows shattered and doors ajar. No trace remained of the friends who had dared to unlock the secrets within. The townspeople, warned by the ominous silence that now emanated from the mansion, shuddered at the thought of the whispering shadows that claimed the souls of those who sought to disturb the dead. Thornfield Manor stood as a silent sentinel, a macabre reminder of the thin veil between the living and the restless spirits that linger in the shadows.